Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Capricorn March 18, 2022. The moon spends the day in your privacy sector, and taking a break from the usual can be in order. Still, the Sun and Jupiter head toward an alignment in your social sector, pointing to a generally rewarding time for pleasant contact with others. It can also be a time of a deeper connection with your personal faith in happiness plans and goals. Opportunities to improve your links with friends, groups, and networks are likely to emerge this year, and there can be events and feelings that get the ball rolling along these lines today. It's a great time to set new goals and resolutions that reflect these desires for connectedness that are awakening in you. Friendships begun at this time in your life can be extra special ones. Your spirits are high, your attitude is fresh, and your sense of community is strong. Transits bring warm, successful energy for friendships and family or home matters. You can feel especially inspired now, and you might gain the moral support of someone special. Mini getaway with your lover? Whether you're single or already in a romantic commitment, one thing's for sure, your vacation is long overdue. This is especially true when considering the moon's shift into overzealous Aries and your sleepy 12th house of closure, dreams, and all things behind the scenes. And with the moon in Aries ruler, Mars, sitting alongside your celestial ruler, Venus via your expansive 9th house of adventure, it's the perfect excuse to take off somewhere with your lover and clear your head. On another note, for those of you connecting with someone who's at a distance from you, it's okay to keep things secret for now. What can you do to adopt a more serious, if unique, approach to your career path and professional legacy? As of today, Mercury conjunct Saturn in fixed Aquarius, drawing your mental awareness towards your professional journey. Although somewhat tense since your sign squares this conjunction, it can be perfect for finding a creative resolution to go after what you want, but with certain allowances. Both Mercury and Saturn are busy structuring your career path with authenticity. But you may be resisting a more unconventional journey or endeavor that could be worthwhile. Have an open mind about your professional possibilities. In the lead up to Venus and Mars' return to your career sector tomorrow, there is not only a sense of professional but financial anticipation as well. As the planet of money, Venus' return tomorrow was always going to see her steer things in a lucrative direction, and with the moon returning to your income sector early next week, it won't take her long to do just that. A massive power struggle between roommates could be back in full force. Think of yourself as a peacekeeping force and do what needs doing. You may finally have that revelation that has been eluding you. Your intentions and actions come together with the vocalization of your ideas. If your desire to help others is strong but you need help expressing that, consult someone you respect. Through the articulation of your thoughts, you will bring them closer to a reality that can be shared with others. It often helps to take a long walk in order to get your courage up. If there's a pile of work waiting for you to tackle, have no fear. This is the day, and there is no better vibration than this to get you focused and on task. This can see you get caught up or work ahead of schedule, depending on where you're at. You may also find that you are more productive working on your own with this vibration happening. Use this to do the things you need to that are outside of any partnerships you're involved in. While the build-up to tomorrow's full moon in Virgo might be evoking some strong emotional responses, and this can throw up the fog of war, one place that things are likely to be clear is on the professional front. For the second time this week, there is a friendly aspect between planets on the job front and the dwarf planet Ceres in your career sector. This time it is Mars, who, taking over from Venus earlier in the week, is using this to fire up your motivation and engage his warrior and competitive spirit on both fronts. As much as there may already be some personal or relationship tension or some strong emotional responses in the lead up to tomorrow's full moon, there is also an equal measure of communication support. While this is a full moon that will put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, it comes with a lot more support from the communication gods than you would normally expect, and that makes all the difference. Your tarot reading for today. Strength, the Fool and the Chariot. You will find yourself involved in a game of seduction with a man. He is older than you and at first contact will try to seduce you with simple words and knowing smiles. You will need to show restraint, to give things time and not get carried away. In love, time is a good ally because it gives you the distance you need to analyze your feelings and see whether they want to be part of something long-term or not. The first days of a romance always feel like you are being submerged in a wave of emotion and you no longer see what is happening around you. You lose touch with reality and at such times it is easy to make a bad decision, to get on the wrong path. In the next few days of April this game of seduction will start and you'll quickly get besotted by these exchanges and feel your heart beating when you receive a message from him. You won't be able to wait to answer and your exchanges will take wing. The only thing left to decide is whether to continue with this person or not. Because be careful, you'll quickly get used to this game and you should not let this relationship spoil other aspects of your life that you like. If you are currently in a relationship, you need to learn to set limits in order to protect yourself. If not, you should be wary of this man's intentions and ensure they are sound. The cards you have drawn are auspicious for the future and herald a prosperous period full of happiness and success. It seems that if you want to achieve things in your personal and love life over the coming weeks, you have all the cards you need in your hand. Our eyes in the sky. Look for small blessings, magical moments, and unexpected opportunities for financial gain right now, though there's no telling how big or small these payouts will be. In honor of these vibes, you might want to do something nice for someone you care about to help propel the thrill of this cosmic climate. While things could be delightfully unpredictable early on, you'll want to stay grounded by focusing on small tasks and duties throughout the remainder of the day. Communicative Mercury and expansive Jupiter face off in the sky tonight, which could cause you to feel overwhelmed or as though too many people are vying for your attention. The prospect of change and the work that goes with it could also feel like a daunting challenge to take on, which is exactly why breaking things into smaller, more digestible steps should be a priority. It's also important to remember that it's okay to step back from your responsibilities for a bit, especially if you're feeling highly stressed or tightly wound. Use this time to decompress, and try not to have unreasonable expectations for yourself or those around you. Emotional territory is rarely ever streamlined to a point of complete confidence, and the Virgo moon tends to see us waxing critical, overly judgmental of our own flaws or others' actions. Uranus and trine helps us to lighten up. At this juncture, we perceive that life is full of unpredictable twists and turns. What matters isn't how well we anticipate the unexpected, but how we rise to those occasions with a willingness to do what must be done. In this way, there is less pressure to be perfect and more of a willingness to go with the flow and see to matters as they arise. This is a great occasion to break away from habitual and debilitating performance anxiety.